Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, last week I spent our congressional recess in the Rocky Mountains in the National Park, home to some of America's most unique and breathtaking natural wonders, in an attempt to better understand the mounting impacts climate change has on our national parks and all of our public lands across the country. More than 4.5 million people from across America and the world visit the Rockies every year to take in the snow-capped peaks, the winding rivers, and the endless evergreen forest. They see herds of elk and bighorn sheep and hear the screeching call of the mountain pika, a small furry creature that I can personally attest makes one of the most distinctive sounds in the mountain. Visitors to the park, like me, can experience all 4 seasons in an hour as they drive up Trail Ridge Road from the sunny low-elevation valleys to the top of 12,000-foot peaks covered in 20-foot snowdrifts. It's impossible not to appreciate the intricate balance of nature while standing in that environment. The way that each species is finely tuned to survive in its surroundings, and the way that each depends on the other. Unfortunately, this careful balance is being shaken to its very core by man-made climate change, as well as the denial of its existence by a very small group of post-science, post-research. For centuries, bark beetles and lodgepole pines maintained a special relationship. Beetles, held in check by deep, cold winters, ate and killed some of the largest and oldest trees, opening up valuable forest real estate for new, younger trees to thrive. Now, however, thanks to warmer global temperatures, those cold winters haven't come, and beetle populations have boomed, killing literally millions of trees in the Rocky Mountains. Formerly green mountainsides dotted or even dominated by the silver skeletons of pines. It is one of the most conspicuous changes to visitors of the park. The little pika is another of many species whose way of life is disappearing as global warming drives temperatures higher and higher. As summer temperatures spike, many of these creatures are dying out. Humans are not immune to these impacts either. Warming winters cause more and more of the mountain's precipitation to fall as rain instead of snow, allowing it to run off or soak into the soil. The snowpack, which for generations has fed the Colorado River, is diminishing, and with it, a reliable and already taxed water source for 7 western states. It was uncanny, Mr. Speaker, to be standing at the headwaters of the Colorado, a mere creek in the Rockies, learning about the ways man-made warming is changing the world around us. At the same time, the President was withdrawing the United States from the historic Paris Agreement. It was tragic irony to be in that environment to hear this devastating announcement. It was truly inexplicable to be surrounded by one of the many natural treasures as our federal government announced their decision to abandon them when they are needed most. The agreement, an unprecedented show of global will to tackle a truly global problem, isn't all, as some less enlightened critics have said. It is a framework, a roadmap to get the pollution reductions started, to ensure a safe, sustainable, and economically prosperous future. It supports an economic model built for the long haul, one that protects lives and livelihoods while wasting less and less and producing more. These are irrefutable costs to leaving the Paris Agreement. By removing us from the agreement, the President isn't canceling it. He is simply ensuring that we are the ones who will be left behind as the world moves forward without us. We will be left behind with the cost of polluted air, preventable and expensive illness, and shrinking, uncompetitive fossil fuel industries that imperil their workers and drag the economy down. It will cost us standing as a world leader and innovation as other countries step forward to fill the void that we have created and realize the benefits of clean energy jobs, reliable public transit, and stable supply chains for businesses. They understand that climate change affects us all, no matter our income or whether we're in the middle of a major city or on the top of the Great Rocky Mountains. The 194 nations that remain in the Paris Agreement will continue to act, not because the U.S. once told them to do so, but because it's the right thing to do, and it's in their best interest for economic gain and public health, to national security and stewardship. I encourage everyone to go visit the mountains. Go spend a week with the incredible men and women of the National Park Service who have dedicated their lives to understanding and protecting America's precious natural places. Then come back here, and I guarantee you, you'll understand why we need to act. Thank you, and I yield back.